Good morning, sports fans. Now, I meant to do this video last night, but I was so tired that I couldn't get to it. So I'm doing this video right now for all you sport lovers out there. And yeah, I'm just going to get right down to it. Major League Baseball news. Seems that Clayton Kershaw is going to be an LA Dodger for a little while because he just signed a contract extension. Now, I don't know the figures for that, but he signed some sort of deal to stay with the Los Angeles Dodgers, which would be good. I mean, he took them into the playoffs, which, of course, they lost the game to the St. Louis Cardinals in last year's National League playoff series, or final. Hopefully, they can get past that obstacle, get into the World Series. Like I say, Magic Johnson has really done well with the team. I mean, a couple of years ago, they weren't doing so well. They were running into losing seasons, and they were on the verge of bankruptcy. And they were basically operated by this couple, Frank McCourt and his ex-wife, which they were having marital problems, by the way. I got to find out what they're up to these days, but I don't really care about that. Like, who really cares, eh? Who really cares as to what happens to people in their personal lives? Just so sad that marriages have to break up due to business. And as I always say, marriage in itself is a business relationship, which what I've been telling my coworker yesterday. It's a business relationship. And they were like going through a divorce and fighting over the team and which person could get their latest assets. It was a messy divorce. Now that they don't own the team anymore, maybe his ex-wife owns part of the team. I really don't know. But Magic Johnson and his this other guy, I don't know, they bought the team and hired new managers and new owners, and they did well. They were in a losing slump, and then they won a couple of games and took the NL West title, made the playoffs. Eventually, they lost to the St. Louis Cardinals. So there you have it. Kershaw's now LA Dodger for a while, maybe even for life. Now to get on to some NFL news. I just looked at some guy from the I don't know his name. I forgot his name. Some guy from the Cincinnati Bengals, the defensive coordinator from the Cincinnati Bengals, has signed a contract to coach the Minnesota Vikings, who of course had a losing season with a 5-10-1 record in the NFL. Okay, yeah, that doesn't make the postseason. No, doesn't make the postseason with that record. I mean, Adrian Peterson was going through a lot of drama, and he's still going through a lot of drama with his goddamn baby mama issues. Man, I gotta tell you, that guy can't keep his dick in his pants. No wonder the Minnesota Vikings were losing a lot of games throughout the NFL season. He can't keep his dick in his pants. I don't know what's the matter with this guy. But he falls into the trap of a lot of black athletes who basically screw around and trying to get some pussy. Or should I say be the damn pussy scouts. I call them pussy scouts. Some people may say pussy hounds, but I call them pussy scouts. Adrian Peterson was trying to get some pussy. No wonder he couldn't run the football very well. And probably had a dead offensive line, though offensive line men who couldn't play the game. The only two players I can pick from the Vikings are Adrian Peterson and Jared Allen, the linebacker for the Vikings. But lo and behold, they had a losing season, and now they're going to get some help. New coaching staff and that. And something else too, I just saw that Lovie Smith, the former coach of the Chicago Bears, he's going to coach the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which of course another losing team as well, Tampa Bay. I don't know what happened to them. They were doing so well. But since Warren Sapp retired, I mean, they haven't had a winning season since then. And it'll probably take more than Lovie Smith to get them back to the glory days. I remember when I was a kid watching them, Tampa Bay Buccaneers in their orange uniforms. They were losing a lot of games. They were like the laughingstock of the NFL. But then after a while, they were winning games. Then Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks retired. And Warrick Dunn probably retired too. And they have had a losing season ever since. But hopefully, Lovie Smith can turn things around. Okay, and that does it for MLB and NFL Notes on this edition of Kofa Sports. I'll be back with another video from my other channels on YouTube. Adios.